Thank you, Madam Chairperson, for that very warm welcome. Political Leader of the United National Congress, the Honorable Mrs. Cllr Bisessa, NATEX members, UNC parliamentary and local government arms, UNC family, listening and viewing public, good night. I am humbled by the opportunity to join with some of the most brilliant and hard-working women on this week's TT Speaks Thursday platform, representing the beautiful electoral district of Cllr in the Mayor Cllr Regional Corporation. I am almost certain that the number of females in leading positions in this great party and in other spaces throughout Trinidad and Tobago is a direct result of Cllr Bisessa's visionary leadership and her belief in women. Tonight, my brothers and sisters, I wish to highlight some major issues which continue to plague our sweet TNT under this PNM dictatorship. Issues which are deeply hurting citizens of this country where it most matters. In the homes, in the family institution, in the future of our children and our young people. You see, when this visionless PNM government came into office and spitefully shut down the laptop program launched by Cllr, they never ever imagined COVID-19 would have breached our borders to make them regret that decision in such a major way. So okay, they didn't know, they didn't have the foresight. Our children were sent home for 2 years and we were forced to beg and rely heavily on corporate entities to bridge the technological gap for our children. Fine. But the children are the ones who paid the price. And while COVID brought on its many stresses all over the world, many also argued that it provided a golden opportunity for progression and for us to leap into the digital age. So children, teachers, and parents were able to communicate with each other in a way they had never done before. There were new learning tools and innovative technology being introduced globally. But my brothers and sisters, unfortunately for us, the visionless PNM was somehow unable to seize this golden opportunity. PNM fair, so post-COVID, and we're left to wonder, what was the PNM doing for the last 2 years in preparation for our children's return to schools? Did they think the schools were shut down forever? At all levels, they have absolutely disregarded the relevant stakeholders in our educational system. The reopening of schools were boldly announced without sufficient notice, and parents and teachers were forced to find resources to equip students to return to the classrooms. Do you know that many students never returned to the classroom because schools weren't furnished, some were deemed hazardous, and in other cases, my brothers and sisters, parents were just unable to purchase the resources like uniforms and textbooks so that the children could go back to school. And this is the unfiltered and harsh reality of the state of affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Tabaquite, our Shadow Minister of Education, MP Anita Haynes, has been so diligently calling out the most uncaring PNM on their lack of streamlining and incentivizing the priority programs at the tertiary level so as to boost our national development. So they are yet to do that. But PNM are a little slow, so they may catch up soon. But they continue to cut down resources with hopes of redirecting funds. And they beat their chest, you know, as though this is some kind of accomplishment. But our families will never forget the cut down in gate and the cut back on bursaries and scholarships, which once provided hope for their children to attain tertiary education. I suppose Prime Minister Rowley and the PNM are quite happy that enrollment rates, the numbers, have decreased at our local universities. Because by their logic, that must mean they will save some money. But no, we know that this means that our CXC graduates are forced to enter the workforce and hustle to contribute to the household income, because while the cost of living is going up, unemployment rates are sky high and families are struggling to survive. Prime Minister, the ship is sinking. The ball has been in your court for the last 7 years. What are you doing to create employment opportunities for our citizens? Every day the headlines read, loss of jobs, thousands sent home, shut down here and there and everywhere. But my UNC family, it is clear as day that only a UNC government now can save this country. We have shown you the plans before, which were well on their way in 2015. And only a UNC government can create over 50,000 jobs in less than 5 years. My brothers and sisters, I urge you to continue to speak out. We in the UNC will continue to fight for all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And as we prepare to return to government, we remind you that there is a space and a place for you in the United National Congress, the most inclusive party in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And united, the sun will always rise. Long live the United National Congress. Long live our political leader. God bless us all. Good night.